Hey guys, Ernie Neal with the DogFace Knife Company and the Survivalist Mindset channel. And today I'd like to make a video and kind of change it up a little bit, talk about something a little bit more different than what we usually talk about. I was contacted last night by a lady by the name of Sandy Hatcher down in Mississippi. And she was telling me some info about a benefit auction and bike ride, motorcycle ride, that they're going to be doing down there for a family member of hers named Nicole Hall. Now, Nicole Hall is a 38-year-old mother of two who was just diagnosed with bone, liver, lung cancer. I guess the cancer started someplace and is spreading through the rest of her body. Anyhow, they're going to be doing a benefit, an auction, and a motorcycle ride to raise some money for this young lady and her family. And the purpose of this video today is just to kind of put some awareness out there about it. Too oftentimes, we'll turn on the news and we are bombarded with negative information. There's beheadings in Iraq and Syria, American journalists getting beheaded, officer shootings in Ferguson, Missouri, and riots breaking out. In my own hometown, you can Google this right now, Ottawa, Kansas, August the 23rd, 2014. That's the day, well, that was yesterday, last night, but today's the 24th. There was an officer shooting here in my town. They shot a young man down by the Walmart store, and they got half the town blocked off as we speak. So you are constantly under a barrage of negative stories, negative information, and we all sit back and we say, wow, this is terrible. Oh man, our world's falling apart, the dollar's in decline, our politicians are crooked and greedy. Our entire world is just falling apart around us, and we don't often enough stop to look at the positive things in life and see how we can actually make a difference and how we can help. I'm not talking about helping the big picture. One person cannot save the world, but one person can very easily change the life of somebody else. Very easily. Now this gal, Nicole Hall, she has 2 kids, a family. She's still very young. Too young to be dealing with things like this. And you can just imagine if anybody in your family or yourself has dealt with a major medical issue, the kind of bills that you can accumulate with something like this and how that can have a massive impact on not just your life but your family's life. Anyhow, Sandy Hatcher contacted me last night and wanted to know if DogFace Knives would be willing to donate a knife or anything for that matter. She was very gracious for anything for their auction that's going to be September the 6th. Anyhow, we are sending her the very first DRB blade that you saw in another video. The deployment readiness blade. And it's quite ironic, if I stop and think about it. The deployment readiness blade, when I made this blade, and in the video you all watched where I named this blade, I talked about it being deployed in a military capacity, or deploying it to your campsite, to your hunting trip, to your fishing trip. I didn't think in my mind how that word can be twisted around. This knife, in effect, is going to be deployed. It's going to be deployed to Mississippi, and hopefully it is going to raise some money for this lady and her family to maybe help mitigate some of the huge financial burden that they're going to be placed under. In the link, in the description box below, I'm going to place a link to their fundraising site. It's gofundme.com something. I'll put it right down below. You can click on that link and you can go over to their site, and as little as $1, you can donate to them as little as $1, and it would drastically help. They don't need one person to donate $1 million, but if we could get 1 million people together to donate $1, man, that would make a huge impact for this gal and her family. And if you think about that going forward in other instances, if each one of us just took one day a year and took part of that day and used that time and that energy for one part of one day, once a year, to impact a total stranger, to help someone in need and to reach out to somebody, our country would be so much better for that. But anyhow, if you all can find it in your heart, click the link below, send them whatever you think you could afford. If you're just completely financially strapped, and I completely understand a lot of people are in that way right now, praying is free. send out your prayers to this young lady and to her family. And if you live down in that area, down in Mississippi or nearby, if you go to Miracle for Nicole, go to Facebook. I'll put the link down below for this too. Go to Miracle for Nicole, and there will be all the details for the bike ride and the benefit and the auction. If you're anywhere nearby and you can swing over there and support them, that would be fantastic. Anyhow, one more look. Deployment readiness blade, getting ready to be deployed to Mississippi, the sheath, and I will keep you guys up to date on how it goes. The benefit auction is the 6th of September, and I'll link it up in another video how we did, how it went, how much money we were able to raise for this gal. Anyhow, I appreciate all your views and your comment and your support. Just keep in mind, guys, the only certainty in life is change. God bless y'all.